1. Here we go. Alright, welcome back to Open Topics, episode 13. Not a lot of anime news this time. It's a little bit mostly. It's mostly put just a lot of one series. Well, before we get to that, Isekai Quartet, like I mentioned today, that is officially wrapped up. I have not heard anything if there's going to be a season 4 or not. Do I think it might be season 4? It probably could. Do I think I had new characters? I don't know. But I kind of feel as though, and it's not Crunchyroll's fault with the Isekai Quartet. It's not their fault with the releases. I am not blaming them for per se, but I am putting the blame on the cast of Eminence and Shadow because they are on a different schedule than the Crunchyroll dub actors. That they're probably the primary reason why that one was delayed, where they had several episodes delayed because of reasons per se. I'm happy the fact the season's wrapped up. It should have wrapped up basically earlier, but because of the delays the show received, see, the previous season that did receive a delay, but that was due to COVID. That's according to Chris Guerrero. I actually asked him about that because, well, he would know the answers to that. But the first season, from what I've read, there was no problems. The first season went off without a hitch, and its second season had a bit of a delay, but wasn't a problem. And now with the third season wrapped up, now there's a couple movies I would like to see Crunchyroll dub. One is the Isekai Quartet movie. Yep, that's one. The other, and to my knowledge, it's still not been dubbed yet, despite the fact that Funimation and Crunchyroll integrate with each other, the Saga of Tiny Evil movie. As for why it has been dubbed is completely unknown. Monica Real herself does not know the reason why it's not a dub, and she's the voice of Tanya. I'm sure she would love a dubbed movie. But no, they haven't done it yet for some weird reason. But those two movies I can think of that are on Crunchyroll that have no dub right now, which is kind of interesting. Also, and I have no idea why in the world this is, but apparently the Isekai Quartet movie is like on a different entry on the Crunchyroll website, which I thought was really kind of weird because you would think it's a movie, they would include a part of it, like you can select it. Nope, you have to go a different thing for, which I thought was really kind of weird. But that's it for that part. Now we'll talk about basically the anime that I did hear some news from today, finally. Yes, finally get some news on the Adolescence of Bookworm Season 4. I kind of felt as though basically ever since I finished up, like the only thing that was known about this fourth season, fact it was happening, the fact it was coming out in spring of 2026, the fact which studio was taking control of it, because now I did not know what the reason was at the time why it switched studios between seasons 3 and 4, but the actual reason because the stuff I've heard from a commentator on my videos that it won pretty much every award. The fact the show was getting, the fact the series is getting way too expensive for the original studio, that's what's supposed to win. Which, good choice. So now we finally get some news on this one. So, first, a release date for this thing. April 4th. The day after That Time in Crisis Slime Season 4 starts up. Interesting that we have Season 4 for this one started this month, along with, of course, That Time in Crisis. Also, even ReZero. We have 3 Season 4s starting up starting April, which I find that interesting. But in case you're curious, though, throughout the months of February and March, I have not heard anything about any new anime premiering in the months of February and March. I have not heard anything, per se, of the ones I'm watching. But, okay, the other piece of news for Alice Bookworm is that it's going to be 2 consecutive cours. I'm like, that is interesting. So we're probably going to get, I am presuming, about a 24-episode season. That's presumed anyways. But, and of course, obviously, it's going to be adapting part 4 of the light novels. Yes, part 4. I'm currently reading, now the part 4 is known as The Adopted Archduke. That's obviously going to be adapted for season 4 for the show, because the first season covered part 1, seasons 2 and 3 covered part 2, which is a pretty decent job adapting those things. But now they're adapting part 3, the stuff where the series starts changing, per se. Because, of course, what happened in the previous season is that because of what happened with the Archbishop and a noble who snuck past basically checks that had a past that was not an actual past. And because of that, and the fact the Archbishop basically was being evil, and the fact that, well, it was also revealed that the High Priest, the head priest, was actually his nephew, though he hated the fact he was his nephew, because of the fact that, well, he was illegitimate and all the other stuff, and now she's referred to as Rosemine. That's basically her name from this point forward for the series. Now, that's basically left off at with it. So, now they're on Adopted Daughter. I read the first couple books, and it's quite interesting what happens. Because the first book of this thing picks up right where the anime leaves off. So, if you're curious, basically in terms of volumes, this is actually volume 8. So, the first 3 seasons cover the first 7 books. Yeah, first 7 books. And now we are basically moving on to book 4. I'm currently reading right now part 3. Let's see if we can find it here. Here we go. So I thought that was part 3. Yeah, it actually is part 3. So part 3, so part 2 of, now, the first season of the show covered roughly the first 3 volumes. Season 2 covered volumes 4 and 5, which is part 2 of the Apprentice Stripe Agent. 6 and 7 was also part 2 as well. Now, how long is part 3, you might ask? Part 3 is 5 books. Yep, 5 books. That is kind of basically what they're adapting for this particular season. Do I think that 5 books basically should be enough for the season? Well, the book we read right now is 284 pages. That depends upon the studio. That depends on the studio, how much they adapt per episode. Could it be 24 episodes? Who knows? That depends on the studio. It's kind of a similar thing with Death Incarnate of Slime, where they confirmed that to be 5 cores, 60 episodes, and the first 2 airing concurrently, consecutively. Yes. Yeah, so April is looking to be a pretty stacked month as of right now. Now, the only anime, of course, yes, we do have, well, let's see, here we go. So as of right now, we just have 2 anime we have a confirmed full day for, and that's being That's Incarnate of Slime and the Atlas of Bookworm. Those 2 are the ones I can think of. Oh yeah, there's also season 4. I almost forgot, there's one I mentioned. Walking to Steven's Immercon. I do know it's coming in April. So the only ones I can think of coming in April, we don't have a full release date for yet. It's just ReZero. And I believe the other one is Walking to Immercon. I thought Mashuku Tensei, like I mentioned in previous episode, I thought that was going to come out in April. Nope, July. Not sure why July 4th, but that's kind of how it is. I do appreciate a lot of these popular series coming back this year. Of course, yes, April is also going to return of One Piece. On, I think it's like April 2nd, I think it is. I think it's April 5th. Yes, April 5th is basically when that resumes. We know that comes out that day. Yes. Now, as in the case of, well, of course we have the special episode in the month of... Yeah, we have a special episode in the month of May for My Hero Academia. But, as far as I can tell, okay, so... Alright. Okay, so actually there's a few other anime here, so... Let me fix one thing here. So, these anime in particular have been confirmed for April. But still, right now, we have no full release date for it. What do I mean by full release date? The month and the day. Yes, the day. So, we have two so far. But we do have confirmation of the full release date for, and that's, of course, Attack Slime, as Bookworm, of course, One Piece resuming. The other ones right now we don't have full release to free is ReZero Season 4, Welcome Demon Scammer Season 4, and Beginning After the End Season 2. Those three are the only ones, as of right now, we do not have full release to free. July also's got a good amount too. July's got 4. You have Mashuga Ten Jumps Carnage Season 3, Firm Country and Master Sword Season 2, Thousand Blower Part 4, which is going to be the finale for this one, and Tekka's already have 4 anime confirmed to come out in the month of July. But still, as of right now, we have 3 anime that are still coming out this very year that, to my knowledge, we still... I just did this a couple of days ago. Still, we don't have a release date for these 3 seasons. This stuff here. Black Clover, Farming Navarro Season 2, and 3rd season of 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You. Yeah, these 3 do not have a full release. We have a partial release. All we know about these 3 is the come of this year. When? Do not know. Still, as of right now, no release date for them just yet. Yeah, not really. And yes, I will be reviewing Super Space Sure Gab Infinity when it comes out next month. I will be releasing that. Excuse me. So, Go Kaiger. Go Sager. Go Zooger, excuse me. This doesn't have many episodes. I want to bring up here because I don't have a topics video for Toku, per se. But I'll bring it up here. So, Nemo Santa Gozuja currently has 3 more episodes left to go. And then this will be done. And once it's completed, yes, I'm going to soon go back to watching Loop Range Panther Ranger really soon. But afterwards, when I finish that series, I have 4 more to go. And like I keep saying, it's going to be finished this year. But in terms of... Also for this weekend, I can confirm this, that Spy X Family and Tales Wing will be wrapping up this weekend. I was kind of surprised this past weekend to see 2 episodes released for Tojima to become. I thought they released 1. I'm thinking, like, of all ones that released more than 1, I'm like, why pick that one for? Why? Because the episode debuted Tiger Master? I don't know why they did what they did. Yes, so... for review-wise, as of right now, so Thursday, Jujutsu Kaisen will be joining the review schedule, obviously, because that's probably when the dub is coming out for that one. Chain Soldier, on the other hand, probably won't come out next month. So that's when that comes out for that one. Freerin, that won't come out until next week for the dub for that one. For Trigon Stargaze, that probably be anime review schedule this coming Saturday. to take the place of the band's competition and be the strongest. Yes. And once One Punch wraps up next month, which it is wrapping up on February 15th, the day after, excuse me, Let This Grieving Service Hire after that wraps up. Yes, that will be wrapping up the very same weekend. Of course, like, it is kind of interesting, though, in the span of 1 week, I have, like, 4 anime wrapping up. Well, these anime should finish up a little while ago if they weren't delayed. Yes, if they weren't freaking delayed. Yes, seriously. For those that are curious to how long ago the Isekai Quartet came out, Isekai Quartet came out back in October. And it was supposed to be 11 episodes. Now, because of the fact it didn't start till, like, October 27th, you think, 1, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5. You would think, like, it'll wrap up by last month. It did not. Because Michelle basically delayed it. Yeah, but it's kind of weird, though, the fact that that's the piece of anime news I have right now is that Atlas Bookworm is like nothing else. Other stuff coming up, of course, there is like nothing else. It has been, well, of the stuff that I am looking forward to. Okay, so sorry about that. Hoping to get flagged. Of course, one thing I follow. My Hero Academia Final Season wins most in-demand anime series World 2025. Let's see. The Freerun ending, Season 2 ending, was hand-drawn, not AI. Smart. Let's see. I know about that one. Oh, Freerun is going to be lasting for, I think I may have mentioned before, but Freerun is going to last this season for 10 episodes. Unlike in the case of Fire Force, I'm fine with it. Oops, sorry about that. This one, do not have a problem with it at all because, well, main reason why, because there's still plenty of manga. I think 10 is fine. Yeah. I thought this came out this year, Konosuba. I thought this was announced like a while ago, but then it was reconfirmed because I heard this rumor like last year that, oh, Konosuba's getting season 4. Okay, but when is it coming out? Good question. And then like nothing, and then they reconfirm, oh, we're getting this season, despite the fact I knew about that a while ago. Like, I knew about this season. Let's see. But as for when any announcement, I have currently no idea. Yeah. Yeah, but as far as I can tell, that is pretty much it. Because there has, well, okay, I think that the newest movie for Case Closed, that got nominated for in Japan. I really wish I could see it, but the website I've been watching the Case movies have not released there yet, so we're going to have to wait. Yes. As in the case of Meg Orlando, well, there's nothing really. So apparently, also, it's been 8 years since the debut of Remy, the assistant teacher, the one who's like 38 in the show. Mm-hmm. Apparently, it debuted 8 years ago. Wow, interesting. Yes. Do I kind of wish that? Well, do I kind of wish that I had some more con news? Well, currently no. I am going to Anime Orlando in August. That's not a change. I'm still going to that. Yeah. But there's nothing much else per se. Well, aside from Vermeil has got, well, tomorrow there'll be a particular anime that I will be discussing something interesting about it. Like, because this series is kind of interesting. I will be discussing that tomorrow, but yeah, that's gonna be it per se, because I don't have anything else to say about this, so I will see you all tomorrow, okay? Please like the video. Please like and subscribe to notifications. Bye.